Hi guys, today I thought I'd do another video about my makeup collection and to be precise, my single eyeshadows. I tried to group them already. First thing, I'm quite happy because the collection is not that big, but for one person, so let's be fair, it's too big, but it's okay. I have the loose ones, cream ones, and yeah, the normal pressed eyeshadow ones. So I think I will start with the cream ones, because I think I will use some of the cream ones as a base for the loose ones, because the loose ones otherwise really tricky to actually make them stick to the skin, but I will show you that as well. So let's get started with the cream ones. This one should be quite known. This is also my Project Pan. I'm actually not using it really as an eyeshadow. I use it as an eyeshadow primer. This is the Ain't That Sweet from e.l.f. Cosmetics, but it's actually a cream eyeshadow. It doesn't really show up much, so that's why I started to use it as an eyeshadow base, not topper. There we go. You literally can hardly see it. It's a very, very pale pink, but it's very good as an eyeshadow base. So this is what I'm using it up for. Then the next one is from Elizabeth Arden. This is Anchors Away, or color 02. Looks like this. This one, by the way, doesn't smell that good, and I think the smell actually turned a bit bad, so I'm a bit worried that this one is getting bad, and I need to have a look at it and keep it a bit under monitoring. I'm filming in daylight today, by the way. Try to maybe come a bit closer. There we go. Really, really like this color. I have similar ones in stick form and also in normal eyeshadow, pressed eyeshadow form. You will see that in a minute. And it's just a really traditional, nice color. Looks quite nice all over the lid by itself. This one is from Burberry, and this one is called Sheer Gold, number 69. Very nice packaging, this one as well, glass. This Elizabeth Arden one is in plastic, but this one here is in glass. And by the way, this one is so similar to the Elizabeth Arden one. I feel like they're the same formula, although this one feels a bit fresher and newer. But even this one I need definitely twice. Again, very sheer, very subtle. I do like it though. Sometimes if you just want a nice wash of color on your eyes, I really can recommend this one. It's quite expensive though. I think you can find better tubes for that a bit cheaper. This one is quite an interesting one. I put it in my eyeshadow collection, but it's actually the multi-glitter eye, cheek and lip color. And it's from Anna Sui. There we go. Really like the packaging on this one as well. It's like multi-chrome purple green lid. It's all plastic. And then you have this cream inside, and this cream does look quite matte when you look at it first, but when you put it on and then you wiggle it out a bit, the more you spread it, the more sparkly it actually gets. I was also thinking if I never really, this is quite a big size, it's how much is it, 7.5 gram. I think if I never use it up for the eyes, I will also use it as a base for other products. But yeah, need to close this lid carefully because I don't want to dry out. Really pretty packaging. Then this one is a cream eyeshadow from Barry M. This is the holographic eyeshadow topper in the color number 4, Stardust. I really, really love this one. I just got it this year into my collection. Actually, the rest of the cream ones I only got this year. I wasn't really into cream eyeshadows before in the past. This one doesn't look too much on its own, but as an eyeshadow topper it looks so good, especially on top of darker colors. Then these 4, oopsie, I just got recently. They're from Aldi, from Lacora, and this one I'm still kind of trying to test them out if I want to keep all of them. The first one is called Seafoam. There we go. Quite pigmented. The next one is really well pigmented as well. This is the called Bronze one. It's not as sparkly though as the Seafoam one. Then we have this blue one called Azur. There we go. This one is a bit streaky, but as a topper it's actually not too bad. I'm just not too keen on blue eyeshadows, but it was a bundle when I got it. And this one is my favorite, called Amethyst. This one is quite sheer as well, but as an eyeshadow topper I really like it, and it also has a bit more sparkle in there, similar to the Seafoam one. Really like that one. Then I have two more cream eyeshadows or eyeshadow toppers. These two are from Jouer. The one is called Ultra Foil Liquid Shimmer Eye Topper. Oh, this one is also Ultra Foil, but this one is called Constellation. It's like with a black base, and this one is Funfetti, which I'm not sure actually if it has. It looks silver, but sometimes it looks a bit holographic, like little rainbows in there. But let's put it on. There we go. This is the Funfetti one. I feel like they dry out already a bit. And this is the, what was it called? Constellation. There we go. Semi-sheer black base. I actually tried out the Constellation one once and it wasn't too bad. I think I just need to use them a little bit more to form a proper opinion about them. Now let's go to the pressed eyeshadows. There is 3 fairly similar ones, and there are these 3. One is, actually 2 are from Topshop. This one is supposed to be a highlighter, but I have it in my eyeshadow collection because it's too dark for me as a highlighter, so I only use it as eyeshadow. Mother of Pearl is this one. This one I used a lot because this one was domed, and as you can see it has a proper dip now in the pan. Let me focus. There we go. I used this one a lot. I got it because it was supposed to be like, actually let me on my other side of the arm now. It was supposed to be like a copy or dupe for the Stylishly Merry one, but it's not really. But it's still a nice one. It doesn't really translate that well. Maybe switch the light on. Switch the light now on to have the sparkles a bit better visible. There we go. Actually, let me show this side in again as well. There you go. It's a bit too overcast maybe today to film in daylight. Then the second one is also from Topshop. This is one of their Chameleon. This is the old one though. I think they rebranded in the meantime or have like new packaging for their Chameleon eyeshadows. And this is Shuffle the Cards. This one is quite a big size as well. It's 2.4 grams. There we go. Super sparkly, really like it. And this one is my most expensive single eyeshadow I own. This one is from Chantecaille, a luminescent eye shade in Soul, which is Sun. There we go. Let me with fingers clean this one. I use this one, as you can see, not that often yet, but I really like it as well, especially if you really need some extra sparkle. But more like as an eyeshadow topper because it doesn't have much base color. As you can see, all 3 of them are really similar. I was obsessed with that shade last year. So I have all of these eyeshadows now because of that. Really need to use them up. Then the next one is from Kiko Milano. This one was their water eyeshadows, wet and dry use eyeshadow in the color 202. It doesn't seem to have another name. Quite a big size, 3 grams. Again, this one is actually quite heavily used, as you can see. Love this color. This color actually reminds me a little bit of the Elizabeth Arden one as well. Just as a shadow form. It's like this mauvey, greyish, glittery color. Really like it. Very traditional. It just looks quite good on the eyes. And I think this suits actually quite a lot of eye colors. Then I have one from H&M which I quite like. But this one is Let It Shine. The only thing, the issue what I have with this one is it hard pans so easily. There you go. It's like a white goldy color. There we go. I think some people would even use that as a highlighter if you buff it out properly. Has a bit of glitter in it though. Hardly shows up. Excuse my hairy arms actually. They look so much more hairy on the camera than in real life, I hope. But yeah, really like that. I think I swatched the rest on my hand, hopefully. Then one from another single from l.o.v Cosmetics. Unexpected eyeshadow. And this one is in the color 300 Aurora. Focus. Quite a big size as well, 3 grams. There we go. As you can see, this one is not as much used yet. And also, this is, by the way, this is loose. It fell out when it arrived. Really like this one. I actually really need to use this one a bit more. Really like it. This one is actually not a single, but I have it in my single little box. It's the Kiko Milano Asian Touch eyeshadows. They're just so teensy weensy, and there were just 2 of them in this little compact, so I put them on my singles. I'll swatch it anyway. There's a black and then like a topper. There we go. The black has glitter on it though. So there we have the black. And then you have like a topper. It's like a blue tone. It really pops as a color when you put it on top of the black. There you can see the blue much more now. I really like that. Let me wipe my hands. So now the last ones are the loose ones. Actually, that's not really an eyeshadow. Manakada Diamond Dust. This was in one of these subscription boxes. It says use as a bronzer, highlighter, shadow, or on lips for a metallic finish. Focus. Put it in my single eyeshadow drawer. So for these ones, because they're all loose ones, I actually need to put the base down. So what I will do is I will use the cream eyeshadow from l.o.v. in Ain't That Sweet. I will prep my other arm for these. Okay, there we go. Put a sticky base down. Let me actually turn the camera a bit. So first one, I will actually swatch this one from Manakara. Diamond Dust. It's like a weird rollerball, which to be honest, I love the color, but I didn't use it as much yet because of this weird rollerball application. I like it. It's a very champagne-y, shimmery color. Then the next one is from Organic Glam Eyeshadow Shimmer, and this one is a really, really nice green. It looks a bit like swampy green. Whoops, when you look at the packaging, but actually it's quite sparkly. Whoopsie. There you go. It has like this weird applicator. Well, it's a sponge tip applicator, but it's like bouncy. There's like a spring in there. I really like this one. I don't use it often enough, to be honest. It's quite nice to actually go through my collection to see these. Remind myself of things. Weird thing is though, when I shear it out, like when I rub my finger over it, the glitter seems to disappear a lot. It looks much nicer when you just dab it on and the glitter is full visible. There we go. Then I have also a loose one from NYX Cosmetics, Ultra Pearl. This one is in the color Nude Diaphane. I don't know. It's supposed to be like with pearl bits, if I remember correctly. I'll wipe my finger. This one is also a pain to use because of this little bottle it is in. It doesn't show up really. It's like a really... Okay, let me get some out here. Such a pretty color, but such a pain to get out of this bottle and to then actually use. There we go. The base shimmers a bit as well because it's that cream eyeshadow, so ignore that. And now the last 5, oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. They're from an indie brand, Seagull inspired. I think they are Russian. Interesting packaging, it's like little plastic pots. Let me actually unscrew them all. Okay, I just unscrewed them all. They are just so pretty. I mean, even in their pots, look at this. So pretty. They're multi-chrome ones, which I ordered via their Etsy shop. The first one, I think that one was called Flamingo. The names are only written in Russian underneath. It's like a white pinky shimmer. Absolutely lovely. Then the next one, what one was this one called? Okay, I have no idea. It only says it in Cyrillic letters. I think, to be honest, I had Russian in school. If I would really do an effort, I probably could try to find translation for it, but I'm not doing that now. There we go. Really, really nice. Then the next one, Peachy Pink. This one I had a few times on. I really like that one. Love it. Need to wipe my fingers. And then the last 2, they're very, very glittery. Look at this. I will hold up the camera in a sec. And then one more. This one I used quite a lot as well. I think this one was called Matriarch or something. And when you use, actually this one I might need to show, when you use this one on a cream eyeshadow, it properly foils. So let me show that to you. Whoopsie. Making a mess. Let me actually use this one because this one doesn't have much base color. Let me move my bracelets. Cream eyeshadow down, and then this one on top. I wore it the other day and my eyes literally looked wet. Look at this. Purple, gold. Really, really, really nice. Let me actually lift up the camera to show you. So they are the loose pigment ones. Really, really nice. Clearly my favorite is this one on the top. I think this one was called Matriarch, but let me look. Yeah, well, I just spilled some out. Okay, ignore me. This one's called Matriarch, this one... Kinotofyashia? I don't know. Okay, well, I will try to find the names and put it in the description box. See, I spelled. But yeah, that's my single eyeshadow collection. I hope the video is not getting too long. But what do you think? Is it too much? I personally think it's actually a bit too much because I also have so many palettes. But the singles, they're always the special ones. It's like a treasure trove when you go in them. Because you usually only buy a single if you want something really, really special, which you can't get in a palette. So I really like them, especially the pigments to just put on as a really nice topper on an eyeshadow look to make it look sparkle and extra nice. But that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!